What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to EP09. So, the weekend is finally here. One of the most iconic shows in all of professional bodybuilding, the New York Pro, is finally upon us. And this is really the kickoff for the rest of the competitive season. After this, we've just got show after show after show. But this is definitely one that you don't want to miss. We've got stacked lineups in Open, Classic, 212. So we have some final updates here before the show. And we're going to start this one off with an update from our defending 212 champion, Kerrith Bajjo. Now, honestly, Kerrith has been ready for weeks. This guy does not get out of shape. We just see him get better and better when it comes to the detail in his physique as he gets closer to show day. I think that we are seeing more size overall from Kerrith than what we saw even at the 2023 Olympia, because he did have some room in that weight cap. But you know, with the signature grainy conditioning that we're seeing and that muscle density that really sets him apart from the competition, he's looking to come in here, get his second consecutive victory in 212, and then get ready for the Olympia. He does have a little bit stiffer competition going into the show this time, though. I will say that. You've got guys like Ole Krivy, you've got him looking pretty hard right now. Jason Joseph is somebody that's definitely underrated going into this show. He's looking to come in and make a statement. But with that being said, I do have Kerrith winning this show again, and you know what? He is definitely up for the challenge. Alright, next up, we've got an update here from a last-minute entry into the New York Pro. Emir Omeragic announced about a week ago that he would be coming to compete at the New York Pro for his first show in the 2024 season. Now, if you're not familiar with Emir, he's only 25 years old, he's coached by Chris Aceto, and he had a pretty successful competition season last year. He took 3rd at the Arnold Classic Brazil in 2023, he took 9th at the Empro Classic, he came back and took 3rd at the Mr. Big Evolution Pro, and he was so close to an Olympia qualification, taking 2nd at the Big Man Pro, actually against Roman Fritz. And to some, that was actually a controversial decision. But for what we're looking at here now, I think that he does look a little bit bigger. I'd say he's as lean, if not a little bit leaner than what we've seen from him in the past. Does he still need more overall size? Yeah, I think he does. But he is going to be very dangerous in this lineup because we know that conditioning is going to be a huge factor in this show. And he brings that conditioning. He is definitely dangerous. We'll see how he does in this lineup. You know, anybody that can crack the top 10 in this New York Pro lineup, they're going to have a serious feather in their cap. But this guy definitely has a bright future. And I think we will see him compete more in the 2024 season. Alright, next up, Justin Rodriguez is gearing up for his second show of the 2024 season, and his second show working with coach Justin Jacoby, who is part of Matt Jansen's camp. Now, Justin looks like he's really as impressive as ever going into any show. For the past couple of years, what we've seen from Justin leading up to the show has been very impressive online. You know, he's still confident here. He is always confident going into the show, and this is a guy that is always striving to make improvements. Now, the big thing that we could take away from his showing at the Detroit Pro is that he really needed to improve the midsection. We were seeing some distension of the midsection. We're not seeing it here in these updates, so perhaps they do have that under control. I still think that he does need more overall triceps, and I've been saying that for a while. If Justin brought up the triceps, I really think that would round out his entire physique. And you know, we can't ignore the fact that there has been so much talk that Justin Rodriguez should just retire because he cannot reclaim his former glory. But you know, I could not disagree with that more. He is still competitive at a very high level, and you know, this guy can really just go as long as he wants to when it comes to competing. Who are we to say that he should retire, especially when he is showing up, you know, and he's still competitive in these shows? In my opinion, just because you're not going to show up and win, especially when you have an attitude like Justin Rodriguez, where you just want to continually improve and you want to bring your best, and you still feel like perhaps you have something to prove to yourself, then you should keep going. And you know what? If the midsection is improved here, then you will see Justin Rodriguez potentially get into that first callout, especially if it's a top 6 callout. Don't underestimate this guy. Alright, next up, we've got an update here from Tonio Burton going into the show. And the one thing that you can take away from the updates from Tonio is that he definitely looks like he's bigger. And actually, I was speaking with Tonio. I won't say what his weight is right now, you guys. That's for him to say. But he told me he's actually up about 8 pounds from the Arnold Classic Brazil. And you know what? You actually can see that he does look noticeably bigger, especially through the arms and the shoulders. And you know, that's going to serve him very well in this lineup. It's really going to balance out his physique. I mean, the shoulders were never a problem when it comes to size, but he really is looking a lot better here, you guys. The main criticism that he received from the Arnold Classic Brazil is that he did not have the quad detail that we saw, you know, after last year's New York Pro. And remember, Tonio is your reigning and defending New York Pro champion currently. But listen, you guys, I saw the pictures from the check-ins that he sent off to his coach, Justin Jacoby, and I will tell you that the quads are detailed. He actually put up a quick clip here of his feathered quads. So look, this is something where you are going to see Tonio, I think, really shock people. He is underrated going into this show. And for a guy that actually placed, you know, 8th at the Olympia in 2023, I really think that he should be getting some more credit. And he is still the defending champion of this title. So make no mistake, you will see Tonio battling it out for that top 2, top 3 spot. Alright, next up, we've got an update here from Martin Fitzwater going into the New York Pro. And this is a competitor that's been getting a lot of praise for his overall shape. And Martin has been part of a very serious conversation of being a competitor that can come in and push Nick Walker. Now, I think that Nick would have to be pretty significantly off in his overall conditioning for Martin to be able to do that. And you know, I don't think that Martin is going to get past guys like Quint Beastwood or Tonio for that matter, in my opinion anyway. But yeah, Martin did take to his Instagram and he actually said that he was looking to be at his absolute best this morning. Check out what he had to say here.
Alright, little update, guys. Woke up this morning, looked at myself and went, what the fuck? I've never seen half of this shit on my body, the detail and stuff. Can't wait for this weekend. Gonna be a good one.
So look, this is a guy that's definitely confident that he can come in and win this show. But you gotta remember, when it comes to Martin, the pressure is absolutely off completely. He's already qualified for the 2024 Olympia. It's his first Olympia coming up, and you know, they say about your first Olympia, just go and have fun. Do your best, bring your best package, but really, just take in the experience as a competitor. And I think that Martin is going to do that. But you know, he does have a chance here to show up improved from what we saw in Detroit and really make a statement. And it sounds like that he is going to do just that from what he's saying here. I do still have Nick winning the show, and I actually have Martin in 4th place. Just to give you guys a quick rundown, I've got Nick in 1st, Tonio Burton in 2nd, I've got Quint Beastwood in 3rd, Martin Fitzwater I have in 4th, and I actually have Angel Calderon in 5th. We did a complete breakdown on the latest episode of the Bodybuilding Breakdown. You guys can go check out that video. I'll actually put the link in the description for you guys. And make sure you're tuned in this weekend, because I will be going live right here on EP09 Bodybuilding for the pre-judging and for the finals. So you guys let me know in the comments below who you have in your top 5 going into the show. Anyway, that's it for me in this video, you guys. Thank you for tuning into EP09. Be sure to like and subscribe.